Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one right here is for Criminal Minds Season 1, Episode number 10. Or as the Romans say, X. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Tell a friend, tell all their friends, man, we over here watching these unsubs do what they do and getting caught. Let's go.
One comment from executive producer Jeremy from the last episode, who says, I like the episode, but it was a different kind of episode than we've seen so far. But it did still deal with the point of the show, Criminal Minds. Getting into the mindset behind the crimes, the psychology of it all, and there are a lot of different kind of crimes. I think Reed was great in the episode. I do wish they had done more with Elle, though. I mean, she did what she could to try to keep the situation calm, but she was cuffed and kind of just there most of the time, except for a couple of moments of her trying to keep everyone safe over there. I just feel like everybody else, I already said it.
I feel like that's anybody in life, though. You get surprised in a situation like that, you might be cuffed. Even though you're a trained professional, you might be cuffed.
That's true. You could be cuffed. That young guy... That young guy on the train irritated me. I'm on your side. There's bugs and TVs, blah, blah, blah. The man, you could sit down and shut up, stop agitating the guy with the gun. Great reaction. I look forward to the next one. I'm definitely looking forward to the next one because I, as already expressed, was a little disappointed with the last one, and I have such high expectations. So don't know what you did to me, show. Hopefully you deliver this next one. Let's get to it.
Man, I thought she was right there. In the little bushes. When he looked up, it was over here.
No, remember the footsteps showed up and she screamed?
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Remember when we sat the skeleton that he looked up? Oh,
yeah, looked up and saw the tree with the saying
more
shit
than
on it.
one uncept to control multiple victims.
But if the attack were ferocious enough, a single uncept could too. Kill Adam and grab the girl while she's in shock.
This is some rough country. Pull me off the team.
They won't.
Oh yeah, how do you know that?
Yeah, what's going on here?
You had no right, man. I
you not
confided in
sleeping?
you. This is exactly what I get when I trust someone. It gets thrown back in my face.
Mine started 6 months after I got into the BAU.
You could have led with that, bro.
Mine.
Of course.
We were working a strangler case in Montana. 4 victims. Me, I was still pretty young at the time, so I was feeling myself. I was cocky, I was arrogant. The locals, they didn't have anything, so I stepped up. I said, I can nail down a profile for you just as soon as I get what I need.
More victims.
She was found the next day. So I went down to the scene to do my thing. And as I was looking over the body, that's when I saw her. Her eyes, Reed, they were wide open. And there was something different about them. It was like they were looking right at me. Like she knew. I asked for a victim. Well, here she was. That's when they started for me. Night after night, I would fall asleep and I would see those eyes. They were dead eyes, accusing eyes. And it got to the point where it was happening even when I wasn't asleep. Reed, everywhere I went, I saw those eyes.
What'd you do?
Gideon. He knew. I didn't tell him. I was like you. I didn't want anybody to know. He knew. And he sat me down and he just kind of talked me through it. I still have the nightmares to this day. Just not nearly as often. But when they come back, I know how to handle them better.
What did he say?
You gotta go first with yourself. You gotta hear it from him. You can't get it filtered down through my words.
Did you find it? Cherish?
No.
Does Izzo say anything?
We don't know. We've been here the whole time.
Corey, calm down.
How am I supposed to calm down? Cherish is missing. Did you check all over?
You searched the whole house.
What about the outbuilding?
Outbuilding?
Did you check the other area back in the woods?
I didn't know there was another area.
Yeah, it's like a sluice structure or something. He took me there once. It's this way.
See, they're fucking...
You know where he is, Sheriff?
He went up to the Jensen house to see if your guys found anything on Cherish.
We're in Reader out there right now.
Yes, sir. Did you open the gun locker?
No.
Someone did. There's a revolver missing.
You know that we look at a crime scene from a different perspective than regular cops, right? We look for more than just the evidence. We try to pick up on the behavior of the killer. For example, the guy we're looking for in this crime would be classified as a disorganized killer.
Sounds like Zizzo, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure it does. But then again, sometimes a disorganized killer only looks disorganized. And sometimes it's actually an organized guy. And a pretty smart guy. Somebody who can manipulate a crime scene to make it look like somebody else did it. Because of that, we also got to look for someone who might try to put himself right in the middle of an investigation so that he can influence things.
Like him.
Especially if he knows exactly what it is that we're looking for. I mean, he wants to control us, right? And that would extend to discovery. Wanting the body found when and especially where he wants that body found.
You mean me?
This was more than just a lucky guess, wasn't it?
I knew about the building.
You also knew about Zizzo and the Satanism.
I was only trying to help.
Well, you did that. Couldn't have found this place without
You
you.
did that.
No one's up there.
Get him!
Break! Corey,
This got all messed up.
Don't be stupid.
She wasn't supposed to be with him. It was his run. He runs it every day, not her.
Corey, listen to me. We can fix this, but you gotta let Reed go.
He runs it every day.
But make
Not
no
her.
mistake. I will shoot your boy right now.
No, you won't.
I'm not a desperate man. Put the gun down!
All right? You win.
Drop it. Drop the gun!
Okay.
you win. Putting the gun down. You're in control, Corey. Let him go.
For the Eagles, man's best force, man must become better and eviler.
What?
That's what it's about, right? Zarathustra, the Superman? There's no moral obligation for killing someone if you're superior to them? When she was speaking metaphorically about evolving as a species.
You're just a horny kid who wanted to get rid of the cheerleader's boyfriend.
No! Yeah.
That was never my intent.
Come on!
Horny kid.
You all right?
What happened?
Him bringing us down here was way too much of a coincidence.
Oh, I got that. Did you have to tackle us both?
You're welcome, Reed.
I mean, dude.
Come on.
Wild times, man.
Let's go, Corey.
Nick of time, actually. The fuck are you talking about? Are you not still breathing?
Playwright
Is
Eugene
your skin
Ionesco
still all
said,
one? No
ideologies
holes in it?
separate us. Dreams and anguish bring us together.
Kabuski, kabuski, kabuski. You dream about them ass. Now he got somebody to dream about. He dream about that train. The train he dreamed about, baby.
He didn't say what he's been dreaming about. Though.
Well, it's only one, two things. The train.
I mean, he also
or
had the
another
other in
one,
the
when he had to shoot
hospital.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which one it is.
Reed.
Deborah Louise Addison. Her husband Tim. Kids are Amber and Keith, 8 and 6. 1985, Deborah Louise was walking home from school. She was abducted. She was 13. We profiled the unsub and we were able to locate her before he harmed her. She writes a letter to the BAU every year. She updates us on her life.
It's nice, but
We all have bad dreams. Everyone on the planet. Who wouldn't? We hunt the worst of humanity. We see the depths of depravity. We dream of monsters. And
in my dream, there's a baby in the middle of a circle, and there's someone on the other side, and I can't get to her before
every night I look at Deborah. Helps me. Helps me go to sleep thinking of the victims we save. Don't always beat the monsters to the babies, but we do enough to make the job worth it. Keep the nightmares bearable.
There we go. You take this. You're young. You're young. I've been there, younger.
I mean, that's what old dude said too. I was just
stuck it out like that.
I was just saying, like, we were, like, talking with my
Alright, that was episode 11 of Criminal Minds. And look, now we back to standard form.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. This is what we come here for. Alright? Standard operating procedure, as I call it. Alright, we got the unsub, doing unsub shit. We got the show faking us out. Now what they didn't do here though, they ain't have no transitions. I guess they just got us.
They did. They had this small transition. It was very beginning of the
You
episode.
talking about when they was when the dead body and they went to the thing?
And there was when they were showing when they were showing like the cults thing, and they were like doing the graves, and like it had that quick when he was explaining the cult situation.
Oh, okay.
It was really quick though, and it was very early on,
yeah.
so it's easy to forget about it.
It wasn't obvious like they did before,
yeah.
but that's fine, right? That's cool. They'll bring it back because they know they got something special with that. Jesse Pinkman showing up on here. I mean, look, he's an actor. Got it. Way before Breaking Bad came through. And I just appreciate him being on here, being Pinkman. And, you know, with the mascara and all that, so cool. That was good to see him on there. You guys knew that was happening for sure. And so, love that all day. Yeah, man, I like how we was in this little small town. They threw two unsubs at us. That was a fake out, right? They just look creepy and like they would be killing people. But obviously that was just a misdirect. And so it ended up being the sheriff's son, which was out there because he was the smartest one in the hood. Which,
so really quick, sorry, pause
mm-hmm.
up. What does that remind you of recent shows we've been watching?
Hannibal. No
spoilers. This is a spoiler, so don't watch if you're watching any other shows. Take a break and fast forward. Of a show we've watched recently where the sheriff's son is the unsub. Let's see if you can put it together. Should be right there. Tickly got that braid.
No.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yes.
It's a remake of an 80s movie that has our name in it.
No.
It's a creepy horror show with our name that's literally the Blake family.
Oh, yeah. Well, Wednesday news?
Yes! Remember? His son is the one that was the monster in the whole series.
Oh, at the school.
The sheriff's.
Yeah, sheriff. Okay. Man, that was months ago.
That took too much. Sorry.
Yeah, that was months
Let's get back to this.
Yes. So yeah, the sheriff on this one was good. I mean, the son actor who played on there, he did a great job. I mean, yes, my gullible self would have been like, this guy's just really just trying to help. He's just really trying to help, and he's fascinated that it's another smart group of people here, and he's just really trying to help. But I'm not in the FBI, so I'm glad that our guy in the FBI was just like,
This is sussy.
This is classic sussiness right here. You want to inject yourself. You want to be a part of it. You want to be all crying and shit like that. Boom, got him. And I love how that played out on both sides, right? I love how Gideon was like telling the sheriff this shit, and then our other guy was just like, "Yep, this is what's going down." And then, you know, the creepy shit is the girl telling Gideon, like, you know, we've been coming to this dead body and the things over here for like a hot minute. We've been watching it decompose over time as we've been in school. That's weird. That's weird and creepy. Small town shit that, you know, it's just still creepy. You telling me nobody wanted to report this shit to the police or nothing? And that's just a whole nother level of weird and creepy shit. But it is what it is. Love the show for what it does. This is the energy that I'm talking about. Everybody it's just moving. Nothing boring. We just get into it. And then we solve it at the end. And so I'm good with that. Can't wait to see another episode.
Yeah, this is back, like you already said, to the setup and the execution of what the show, to me, is supposed to be every single time. Like, it leaves you wondering where it's going, wondering who the perpetrator perpetrators are, and then being surprised once everything comes together. I also like additionally, they didn't win. Like, the person got killed. They solved it and potentially, solved somebody else dying, but this is actually a loss. It was just like they found the person who killed the person. They didn't stop the killing from happening. And I loved Gideon being like, these are the days where we have to look back on when we did have wins, when we did win out, and those help subside some of the nightmares that we all have. And I like the theme of them being kind of challenged and kind of haunted by the cases, and that's showing up in your subconscious, in your nightmares. I'm a person that has a lot of nightmares too. I process all of my stress in my dreams, so I can't even imagine how much that would be elevated in the situation in somebody having to deal with the cases that they deal with, especially when they deal with a case where there's losses. Like today, our team didn't win. We found the killer, but he already killed. So I thought that was a very interesting way to take this episode, to show where the team clearly loses when our team wins a lot. But ultimately, too little, too late a little bit with the episode. But I did love Jesse Pinkman. That was great. That was super great to see him. And you can see and he wasn't even the main person. They cast the sheriff's son as being the main actor, but it's so cool to see, a show when you recognize an actor who's they didn't really give him his chance that episode, and then he goes on and goes beyond what you would expect him to go. That's just very cool to see. So that's something that's very interesting about this series specifically, is I feel like more of that's going to happen too, because of how dated the show is as a whole. But I really enjoyed this. Again, this is the setup and the matrix of what I feel like this show can deliver on, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Criminal Minds, Season 1, Episode number 11. And until next time, peace.